Hi, good morning. This is Joe Finn with another update. So, have you been hit by the Penguin update? You know, the last update from Google where they have been virtually rampaging through the ranks and the SERPs and killing websites that seem to them not to be good. If you have, this is for you. So, what is Panda and what is Penguin? Panda is a series of previous updates that have hit many webmasters really hard. They were rolled out over the last year or two, and I think the Panda sequence is just about run out, and now we're into a new sequence of updates. The first of which rolled out on April 24, 25, and we're still seeing the consequences of that update in the changes in the rankings of many, many websites. So which websites have been hit? Well, from all indications, the Penguin update is mostly about content on the website. And it is about thin websites, websites that have over optimizations, such as an alt tag on every image or lots of keywords on the same page. It's keyword stuffing, so called. And other things that Google thinks are detrimental to the value of the website for its visitors. And of course, Google has started paying attention really closely to the click-through rate from the search engine results page, that's the SERP, to your website. If the click-through rate is not up to the expected click-through rate for the position in which you're ranking, which, by the way, they know extremely well, then your website probably isn't ranking in the right place for them. And as a result of the re-ranking, the first step of that is always a precipitous drop of the website in the ranking. And then it comes back after a few days or a few weeks, or perhaps because it is so bad, excuse me, but some websites are exactly so bad, then it will never come back until you fix the on-page content. And so that is the result of them evaluating the website. Of course, they don't evaluate manually every website, but they do evaluate websites that um, are not getting the right click-through rate based on their position in the search engine results. And some of them will go manual review. Most, about 95 to 99%, will just be algorithmically reviewed and re-ranked. The second factor of the Penguin, as far as search results go, is the bounce rate. The bounce rate is essentially a measurement of how fast the user comes back to the search engine results page after they've clicked to your website. So this is essentially the time they spent on the website and the speed with which they go back to the search engine results, presumably to look for another thing to look at based on the search term they typed in. So if they bounce off of your site in a much higher proportion than, again, as expected for the position for which you rank, that to Google will mean that your website is not ranking in the right place, and the same kind of so-called Google dance will take place, and you will be re-ranked. Um, Many webmasters have complained, well, I was doing all the right things, such as optimizing my on-page content with bolding, underlining, italicization, italicization, and giving my images excuse me, giving my images alt tag and titles and naming them with the keywords. All of those are, in fact, indications of over optimization, which Google will perhaps penalize. Um, there's also been a lot of rumors about what happens with off-page factors, such as your backlinks. Well, I am not so worried about that because off-page factors are not entirely under the control of your webmaster. So that means that they're open to gaming and open to so-called negative SEO, which I will cover in a subsequent video. And negative SEO, very briefly, is the ability or the opportunity for other adversaries to harm the rank of your website by applying certain techniques. And of course, Google must be very careful to not attribute every activity that they don't like, such as thousands and thousands of backlinks from forums or from spammy websites. They must not attribute those to your actions if you own that website. And they must, at worst, discount those links and not include them in the calculation. So there you have it. This is a update about the current Penguin um, release of Google, and I'm looking forward to any questions you have um, after watching this video. I'll be able to use them for future videos. I already know that I'm going to do a video about negative SEO and the opportunities there, um, and about what does and does not work in the post-Panda era. So, signing off, yours in success, Joe Finn.